name is Chef Charles Caldwell, and I teach at the Culinary Academy, the professional cooking class. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do some healthy cooking, but we're going to try to make it more than just a healthy cooking class, because when we cook, I want to make sure that we get a lesson out of it. Does that make sense? We're going to be doing 3 dishes for you, more healthy Italian. That way you get into some of the more lighter dressings and some of the more lighter sauces. We're going to be doing a dish called asparagus vinaigrette. And over the years of doing these classes, somewhere in between the classes, you get questions like, well, Chef, what's a good way to purchase asparagus? What do I need to look for? Why don't I just throw that in the class? So what I'm going to show you guys is, I'm going to walk around and show you guys the raw asparagus as you see it in its raw stage, and you will also see the cooked asparagus. When you go to the store, guys, when you do this dish and you say, well, Chef, I need to go to the store and purchase some asparagus. Okay, when you purchase asparagus, I'll tell you a couple of things you need to look for when you're looking for fresh asparagus. Always check the bud or the flower on the asparagus. If that's wilted and starting to fall apart, that's usually a pretty good sign that's an old asparagus. That flower, that bud should be nice and tight. If that's nice and tight, you got a good asparagus. You touch it and it falls apart on you, that's an older asparagus. You really don't want to use that one. The dish we're going to do is asparagus vinaigrette. You say, well, Chef, you're doing asparagus vinaigrette. Why come you're not going to show us a vinaigrette? I'm going to show you guys how to make a classic vinaigrette. And when you make a classic vinaigrette at home, if you remember this ratio, you'll always make a good vinaigrette. Vinaigrette, good example of vinaigrette could be your Italian dressing that you buy in the grocery store. So let's say if I'm making a gallon of vinaigrette, I would probably need 3 quarts of oil, 1 quart of vinegar. We're also going to be teaching you guys how to peel and blanch the asparagus. When you blanch the asparagus, the purpose of us blanch, anybody know why we would want to blanch the asparagus? This is a blanched asparagus. What would be the reason why I would want to blanch this? The easiest reason you can have is, guys, it makes it more what? Makes it more edible. Makes it more edible. Try taking a bite out of this raw asparagus, and you'll find out that you need to actually blanch this thing ahead of time. It not only makes it easier to cook, it makes it more palatable. And believe it or not, by blanching the asparagus off, it actually makes it more green. Look at the green on this one, and look at the green on this one. You get a brighter green color. It's more palatable. I'm able to chew it. But when we cook the asparagus, and when we cook the pasta today, I'm going to use some terms that I have to make sure you guys understand what we're saying. The term we're going to use today is going to be called, the Italians call it al dente. Does anybody know what al dente means? Or somebody mentioned to the what? To the tooth. To the tooth, to the bite. When you cook something al dente, you don't want it all mushy. I don't want the asparagus falling all over like this. Then I bit it and it tastes like baby food. What you want to do is you want to cook it to where when you bite into that asparagus, it's nice, palatable, and can everybody hear the crunch? If this was overcooked, you couldn't hear the crunch. So that's one of the reasons why you want to actually blanch the asparagus. All blanching is partially cooking the asparagus inside the water.